Hello guys, welcome back. Now today we are talking about Anan Lee. Why? Her banner is coming back. Now I'm not telling you to pull on the banner necessarily. I'm just pointing you out that now that we are in this situation, I should address the Anan Lee stuff so you guys know and are prepared for what is coming, right? So I understand that now we are in kind of a weird situation when it comes to pulls. Nobody has any pulls anymore because every character that is coming out, it's a must pull for somebody, right? You need the burn. You want to do the burn team. You need Joe. You want to do the poison team. You need to get two characters. You need to get Tuesday and Willow. Then a lot of people are trying to save for Anjonala. A lot of people are trying to save for Lopera, right? If you want to do the burn, you also want to get Lopera as well, right? Even though Lopera plays with every team, it's fine, you can use her in every team, so more people are interested in these characters. Then Tuesday and Argus, and then Flutter Page now that's coming out on Thursday, and I will be pulling her, so we'll try how she works on my stream at twitch.tv/Jakazin. And, you know, nobody has all of these pulls, but this reminds me of the buffs of the standard, right? That are coming in CN. Anan Lee will eventually get buffed. Now, we already know what the buff is. So, due to the fact that Anan Lee is rerunning, I will take this occasion to tell you about Anan Lee in more details so that you know what is happening. You shouldn't necessarily care about this banner, but let's see what Anan Lee does, okay? Now, Anan Lee on standard, on like global, she has two stances, right? On her inside, she gets a break stance and an exorcism stance. Now, the exorcism stance gives you plus, right now on global, gives you like plus 10, 15%, I think. Incantation might, something like that, something normal. And then when she goes to break time, she has damage mitigation. Now, in the future buffs, Anan Lee will get this. When in focus exorcism time, all incantation of allies plus 1 star. When focus break time, all allies receive 30% of their max HP shield, which lasts for 2 rounds. Now, on the exorcism time, the incantation of allies are plus 1 star, and it's not just like Mercuria, like fake star up, it's unironically plus 1. So if you have a card that gets increased on 2, it will be increased, and it's not just a fake star like Mercuria does for herself. It's an actual level up. Now, she already had a level up in standard, but it was a random level up, and if I remember correctly, it was only one of her cards. Like the rightmost card that she had could have been upgraded, but even if it was anybody's card that it's on the rightmost or whatever, something, it was only one card, and it was kind of random unless you consumed 1 AP to move the card that you wanted to be improved all the way to the right, sure, but you know, it wasn't something that you could rely on. But it was even that, even with current global setting, people were saying like, oh, me included, you can use Anan Lee on Marcus, right? Because Marcus really likes her cards to be upgraded. She gains a lot of power with casting 2 and 3, level 2 and level 3 cards. So pairing her with Mercuria and Anan Lee was already a good idea. Or 6 if you don't have Mercuria. Was already a good idea if you happen to have Anan Lee from standard. Now, with this, she becomes unironically, maybe not meta, but a very powerful character that you can chuck in when in doubt on every content for every team almost, right? Unless her cards, like her actual incantation, get changed, she has a just global damage buff on her buff card. She has a daze. Those are like universal things that are transcending with whether the team you are in is reality or mental. So, you know, I would like to see some changes on her ult as well. I feel like just some damage is okay, but it should be a little more damage maybe. It feels like it's kind of useless to do the ultimate. You kind of feel like you're not doing much, especially now on current meta. All the bosses are very powerful. They have more HP, they have more defenses. So The ult that on day one was actually good. Now it might not hold up, so we might be falling off on those parts of the kit, but just the fact that you get +1 card of incantations of allies, this has to be also specified. We don't know exactly if it's going to be your hand or if it's going to be any card that they have. Also, this has no timing, so I'm assuming it's just one time they get upgraded, the ones you have on you, and then that's it, right? Now, that is one good part, but let's not ignore the break time. The break time gives 30% of all allies max HP shield, which lasts for 2 rounds. Now, this is if you have 10k HP, there is going to be a 3k, which is almost the case for all the characters, especially if R10. This is going to be a free 3k shield on you. 3k is a lot, and it lasts for 2 rounds, which means that even though break time occurs every other round, you're still going to have lingering shield on the middle round when you don't have the break time. When you're in exorcism time, you will still retaining the shield because it's 2 rounds. So that is a huge buff to break time. Also, I'm glad that they're finally doing what I was saying months ago, maybe even a year ago about Shielder. And I don't know if you remember, I was saying that I didn't like the Ezra shield because the Ezra shield was really big, but at the same time, it only lasted for 1 round. So you could only do it to mitigate 1 instance, and then whatever happened in the next round, you were on your own. So now, lasting for 2 rounds, even if you get hit or not get hit, you get hit the next turn. You still have it running. And it's 30%, unless they change it, right? They might be changing it, I don't know. Unless they change it, if they keep it like this is really big and makes Anan Lee a really, really good character. Now, going back to the topic of the banner, you don't have to pull on the banner necessarily, obviously, because like nobody's going to have the pulls for that, especially if you're free to play. But keep an eye on Anan Lee. Maybe save the golden cassettes for whenever she happens to be in the shop. Maybe hope that you failed the 50-50 to her. That could be another option. Or maybe let's hope for another rerun, but I don't know. A lot of characters still need to be rerunning. I don't see Anan Lee rerunning anytime soon. It's already surprising enough that we're getting Anan Lee here. I think they know that we know. I think Global knows that we know about CN, and they're trying to give us like little hints, so to try to make us like spend pulse on it. And try like, get this character. I wonder why Anan Lee is bad. Maybe she gets buffed in the future. Now, obviously, she will be buffed, but we don't know when. Maybe 2.4? Assuming it's 2.4, which is the earliest she can be buffed, because 2.3 had other characters. 2.4 is coming in a very long time. Maybe 5 months-ish? Maybe? So it's going to be a long time. You're going to have time to prepare for whenever... if she comes back, or get your gold cassettes and hold them for Anan Lee, or hold them for other characters. I'm just saying, Anan Lee is one of those characters they like. It's kind of optional in the sense that there are other characters that are even more powerful or even more important to you that are from standard and they got buffed, right? So you could be trying to get Sotheby, you could be trying to get Miss New Babel. Right? So if you don't have those characters, maybe you want to prioritize those instead, depending on what are the teams that you're doing. If you have Joe, if you plan on having Joe, getting Miss New Babel is going to be very, very important. On the other side, if you're doing the poison team, or if you want another healer because you're a new player, you don't really know, and you're not getting Vila, maybe you didn't get to Fairy, you didn't get Vila, you're going to like running on random balloon parties and dickes, right? At that point, any healer is good. Maybe you're gonna pick up Sotheby when she comes back on buffed. Now she's a good healer now, and she has good poison. And Miss New Babel now is a Giga Shielder with like insane survivability, and there's no way you break her shield ever, right? So these two characters you might pick up the priority for you, but I'm just saying, like, I'm putting Anan Lee on the map for you. If in case you didn't know, she will become powerful. You can use it in a lot of teams. It doesn't matter if you're using Marcus, if you're a Marcus main, Marcus enjoyer, you're playing Marcus, you like how she works, or maybe in the future we get more characters that enjoy having a higher incantation. Anan Lee is a good idea. So that is it. I'm pretty sure you know. I told you everything I wanted to say. So she just came out in global. So if you want to pull her now, you can. Let me know what you think. Let me know what are your plans. Okay. So thank you for watching and see you next time.